In a hockey season of unusual grace and style, when Gretzky surpassed Gordy for greatness, when many an opposing goalie withered under the Rockets' red glare, when the NHL emerged as more than a Mickey Mouse League, events in Anaheim notwithstanding, there was no bigger story than the Rangers' mission to outskate a history of curses, superstition, and heartache. These Stanley Cup playoffs served up a healthy share of heartbreak for everybody. Buffalo forced a seventh game against the Devils with a 1-0 win in quadruple overtime, only to fall in Game 7. Calgary got off to a 3-1 series lead against Vancouver and then lost the final 3 games, all in overtime. Meanwhile, the Rangers stormed through the first 2 rounds before having a devil of a time.
And we ran into New Jersey, and it was a battle from there.
After what sometimes seemed like 54 years of overtime hockey, out of the Rangers faced their 3rd double overtime of the series with a sense of purpose.
Matteau swoops in to intercept. Matteau behind the net. Swings it in front. He scores! Matteau! 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 Stefan Matteau! And the Rangers have one more hell of a time, baby!
Those were unbelievable games.
Over in the Western Conference, the Vancouver Canucks continue to surprise everybody thanks to an immovable object in front of the net and an unstoppable force behind the puck. Kirk McLean and Pavel Bure had led their unlikely team to the finals. Having already beaten the best the NHL had to offer, surely New York had all but won the cup. You gotta believe, you gotta be kidding, these were still, after all, the New York Rangers.
Craig Adams scored! The Vancouver Canucks have won it in overtime, 3-2!
Game 4 briefly became a showcase for 2 of the best talents in hockey.
The other players were beginning to melt into the background. It really was. It was Bure and Leach. They were transcendent.
Leach looking for help, comes to center. Bure! Pavel Bure! Put down! Will it be a penalty shot? Yes!
Bure picked up the puck, and somehow Brian was the first guy back to get a hold of him, but I didn't expect anybody to catch him.
Fastest guy in the league gets a couple steps on me, and he's gone, and I just had to haul him down somehow.
Never has been a penalty shot goal in the Stanley Cup.
Bure has got to be unrivaled in terms of speed.
One of the fastest players in the league, just absolutely explosive.
I think he has an unparalleled burst.
He's a guy as a goaltender you really have to keep your eyes on.
He's literally the last guy you want to be facing on a penalty shot.
Here comes Bure against Mike Richter. Saved by Richter!
The key thing with him is speed, and I just tried to match that speed as well as possible.
The Rangers went on to a 4-2 win and a 3-1 series lead.
He fakes, come on, score!
The Rangers had their first ever opportunity to win the cup on home ice in Game 5, but finally fell in a wild third period that tied a Stanley Cup Finals record with 8 goals scored.
Rebound, Pavel Bure! It is 6-3 Vancouver!
A tired New York team faltered in Vancouver, and the Rangers were forced to play one more game. Ahead 3-2, New York found the Canucks dominating play in the Rangers zone for the final 5 minutes.
Pass the running, now to Jelena, hit the post, saved by Richter!
Finally, the clock ticked off the last remaining seconds of the Rangers' cursed legacy.
By Larmer, another icing call, yes, yes, no, they wave it, they whistle it, 1.1 left, it is not over!
It certainly seemed to me that the game was over, and Brian and I looked at each other, and he said, "Do you believe it? We won the cup."
I put a big bear hug on him, and I feel someone else jump on me, and I'm waiting for this big pile of people to knock me over.
That was it. There's no one else around, and everybody else is on the bench getting ready for the icing that was just called.
0.6 on the clock. Here it is. The waiting is over. The New York Rangers are the Stanley Cup champions.
put the skates on when you're a little kid, it's something you dream about all the time.